Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Zach, and this is We Are Lucid. In today's video, we're going to continue to talk about the physical effects of fasting on the body, as well as who should or shouldn't fast, and also we're going to touch on how I'm preparing physically and mentally for a 7-day water fast, which I'll start tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. This will be the longest water fast I've ever done, and I have a feeling it's going to be extremely transformative, not only physically, but also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Now, last video, we talked about some of the physical effects of fasting on the body, namely the metabolic shift that occurs, where we transition from burning glucose and carbs to burning ketones, which are fat molecules, in a state called ketosis. We also talked about insulin sensitivity and how you become very insulin sensitive when you don't consume food for a few days. And this is important because the opposite of insulin sensitive is insulin resistant, and this is type 2 diabetes, and it's also closely linked with high blood pressure, cancer, heart disease, stroke, and other diseases. So, what other changes happen in our bodies while we fast? Firstly, we need to talk about autophagy. Autophagy is our body's natural recycling process, in which our healthiest cells create membranes that hunt down and consume any of our dying, sick, unhealthy, or otherwise inefficient cells, and use their parts for energy or to create new healthy cells. Autophagy has been shown to prevent and even fight off cancer, neurodegenerative diseases, inflammation, infection, and even slow down the aging process. Fasting boosts autophagy to levels that are otherwise impossible to reach, and autophagy is one of the major reasons why fasting is so powerful and so healing. So what other changes happen in our bodies while we fast? Our metabolisms also speed up, which seems really counterintuitive because you'd think that when you're not consuming food, your metabolism would slow down. But studies show that more than 44 metabolites of the citric acid cycle, which are found in mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of your cells that create energy for the body, actually increase by up to 60-fold. Additionally, studies have shown that a 2 to 4 day fast increases your resting metabolic rate by 12 to 15%. And this is just unheard of. There's no other known way to increase your metabolism by that much over such a short period of time. So this is pretty incredible. Additionally, adrenaline levels in the body greatly increase while we're fasting in order to support metabolic processes, and this could contribute to why the metabolism speeds up. Also, increased adrenaline levels would help explain why people feel like they have so much energy while they're fasting for extended periods of time. Many people try to lower their daily caloric intake in an attempt to lose weight and are even recommended to do so by their doctors or nutritionists. But by restricting your daily calories that you're consuming, you're actually slowing down your metabolism, and studies have shown this. Additionally, restricting your calories results in suppressed HGH, human growth hormone, and also results in decreased muscle mass and even muscle loss. This is interesting because by eating a little bit of food, you're doing yourself a disservice, but by fasting and not consuming anything, you're actually speeding up your metabolism. Let's talk about HGH some more. Human growth hormone is an extremely important hormone that peaks during puberty and results in the creation of new, healthy cells and tissues within the body. Many of the negative effects associated with aging are due to low growth hormone levels, and growth hormone replacement therapy has been shown to decrease body fat and increase muscle mass. However, taking exogenous growth hormone is not healthy and comes with many consequences because your body does not want exogenous hormones. Your body wants your own hormones. So, how can we increase HGH naturally? Amazingly, fasting has been shown to increase growth hormone levels by 200 to 1200%. That's insane. It's unheard of. And studies with mice show that fasting delays aging and disease and actually extends their lifespan significantly. Cognitively, fasting has been shown to increase brain stem cell production and also increase BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, And this leads to increased neurogenesis and neuroconnectivity, meaning you have greater neural connections within the brain, which can lead to increased long-term memory and overall brain power. So just to close out, I mentioned briefly at the beginning of the video that I would be completing a 7-day water fast, which I will start tomorrow. And I just want to briefly touch on some of the ways I'm preparing for this fast, because again, the way you prepare and break a fast is just as important, if not more important, than the actual fasting itself. So you really want to go into a fast fat adapted, meaning in ketosis, because the transition into ketosis sucks in general. It's accompanied with lightheadedness and just feelings of tiredness and some irritability and low energy. So the fasting itself is already a stress enough on the body and mind. So if you can get into ketosis and get through that struggle period before you start fasting, that's even better. So over the past few days, I've been keeping my carbs extremely low and making sure to exercise and only replenish with mostly proteins and fats. I'm still getting some carbs from vegetables, but they're mostly fiber, so it's a lot of carbs that don't really count towards your glycogen levels, which is good. So I've just been eating ketogenically and getting my body ready so that by the time I start fasting, I'm pretty much already tapping into my body fat. I'm feeling clear-headed and full of energy, which will happen once I'm in ketosis. So I probably have about another day and a half to go until I get into ketosis. And it's pretty much going to be smooth sailing from there. I think the first couple days of every fast are more challenging, but based on my previous experience with fast, once you get to day 3, you're feeling really good and you're not even hungry anymore because you're deep in ketosis. And I don't think days 3 through 7 are going to be nearly as challenging as the next few days for me are going to be. So I'm going to continue to post videos and updates of my progress, of my experience, and any tips or things that I think are worth sharing with you so that you can also benefit from this information and experiment with these things in your own life if you so desire. Again, always consult a medical professional, a doctor, before implementing what I suggest, because again, I'm not qualified by society standards to speak to these things. But I hope you found this video valuable, and stay tuned for these future videos that I'm going to release over the next few days. Health and wellness, guys.